The first time I noticed my car was missing, I thought it was stolen. I stood in the driveway, keys clutched in my hand, staring at the empty space where my silver Honda Civic used to sit. My chest tightened, the kind of sharp panic that rushes in before reason has time to catch up. I spun around, scanning the quiet street, expecting at any moment to see it parked somewhere down the block. It wasn't. The driveway looked wrong, incomplete, as if someone had torn a piece of my life away overnight. I rushed inside. "Anna!" I called out, my voice already on edge. "Did you move the car?" She appeared from the kitchen, towel in hand, wiping her palms as if she'd just finished the dishes. Her eyes flicked, too quickly, to the window. "Oh right. The car. I was going to tell you." My stomach dropped. "Tell me what?" She hesitated, her lips pressing into a thin line before the words came out flat. "I sold it." Silence. That heavy kind that swallows the air between two people. I laughed, or maybe it was more like a gasp. You what?" "I sold it," she repeated, this time with a false calmness, like she had rehearsed the line. "We didn't need two cars and well, I thought it was the practical thing to do." My heart thudded hard against my ribs. That car wasn't just transportation. I'd saved for years, working extra shifts, skipping vacations, choosing second-hand clothes when I wanted new ones. That Civic was my first major purchase entirely on my own. It carried the weight of my independence, my sweat, my choices. And she sold it, without asking. Why? My voice cracked. "Anna, why would you do that without telling me?" Her gaze faltered, and for the first time, I caught the tremor in her hands. "Because I needed the money." The words echoed in my head. Needed. Not we. Not us. She needed the money. The days after were a blur of unanswered questions. She gave vague explanations. Bills, a small loan I didn't want to bother you with. Something I had to handle. But each reason sounded thinner than the last, like fabric stretched over a hole too big to mend. I tried to rationalize it. Maybe she had debts from before we met. Maybe she wanted to surprise me with something. Maybe she was protecting me from a burden I couldn't carry. Love makes excuses. Love builds walls around red flags and calls them misunderstandings. But late at night, when she thought I was asleep, I'd hear her on the phone whispering. Words like transfer, don't worry, I'll figure it out. The shadow of doubt grew darker every day. Finally, I dug for answers. I checked our joint account. The deposit from the car sale was there, nearly $10,000. But just as quickly, it was gone. Transferred. To her personal account. The betrayal hit like a blow to the chest. It wasn't just the car. It was trust, carved out of me with one selfish decision. When I confronted her, she didn't deny it. "It was my only way," she said, tears brimming but not falling. "I didn't know how to tell you. You work so hard and She broke off, pressing her fists into her eyes. "I wanted something for myself. Just once." "For yourself?" My voice was a whisper of disbelief. "That car was mine. You didn't just take money. You took a part of me." Her tears came then rolling fast, her body shaking. "I'm sorry. I didn't think it through. I needed to feel in control of something. Everything in this marriage feels like yours. Your job, your choices, your plans. I wanted something that was mine." For a moment, I saw her not as a villain but as a woman cracking under invisible weight. And that made it worse. Because I still loved her. Even in betrayal, my heart reached for her. But love doesn't erase consequences. I made her pay. Not in anger, not in revenge. But in justice. I demanded she transfer every penny back into our joint account. I sat across from her at the dining table, the glow of her phone screen reflecting in her tear-streaked face as she typed. She cried the entire time, each digit pressed into the keypad a cut into her pride, her guilt, her secret world unraveling. When the money returned, a strange emptiness settled between us. I had what was mine, but the cost was higher than any bank balance. Trust doesn't return with a wire transfer. She reached for my hand afterward, her fingers trembling. "Please don't leave me," she whispered. "I was wrong. I was selfish. But I love you. I need you." I looked at her hand, so familiar, so fragile, and for the first time, I didn't know if it belonged in mine anymore. Weeks have passed since then. The Civic is gone forever, sold to a stranger who will never know what it meant to me. But what lingers isn't the loss of metal and wheels. It's the hollow space between us, like that empty driveway on the first day I noticed. Sometimes I catch myself staring at Anna, searching her face for the woman I thought I knew. She's still there, laughing at shows we used to watch, humming in the kitchen, brushing her hair before bed. But beneath it, something shifted. Something I can't unsee. They say betrayal changes you. I used to think it meant anger, walls, bitterness. But what it really does is quieter. It's the pause before believing, the hesitation before trusting, the voice inside whispering, "What else don't you know?" Anna paid back every penny. But some debts can't be measured in money. And every night, when I walk past the window and see that bare stretch of driveway, I wonder if the real thing she sold wasn't the car, but us.